I'm here with Bobo Gallagher, and we did the M2M race yesterday. Today we're kind of tuning up our foils while we're talking. And but Bobo, talk a little bit about the race yesterday, the Molokai Holokai. Actually, the two races in a row. Let's start with the Maui to Molokai race.
Yeah.
How was your experience at the very start of the race? Like, what happened in the beginning?
Yeah, so it was a really fun race. Overall, it was a pretty good start, but I just kind of went straight to Molokai, hoped to get there as fast as I can. And so I got to the island waters in about 25-30 minutes. And then
Did you see Finn Spencer along the way? Like, were you following him or?
no, I was just kind of like all by myself most of the time.
Did you kind of go a little bit south or more north, or like what did you aim for with your board? Like, or where you?
I just was going the most downwind I could.
Right.
With maintaining speed. And so, yeah, no, I just tried to go as fast downwind as I could, and then got to the Kamalo buoy, and then I saw Finn, who was taking like a little bit more of an outside line, and I was about a mile ahead of him. And then as we were coming in towards Kamalo or Kanakakai, he passed me about.
Oh, so you were ahead of Finn for?
Yeah, I was ahead of Finn from what I think or know.
Yeah.
For pretty much the whole race until 3 miles towards the finish.
Oh, okay. I think I saw you because Finn, I saw him kind of straight in front of me, and then you were further to downwind, right? Yeah. Okay. From the start, you kind of were able to go pretty good downwind angle.
Yeah. I was just kind of doing like a broad reach angle.
Yeah. And Finn was probably going a little bit more at not as straight downwind, so maybe that's how you got ahead of him.
Tried to, hold my line, and then 3 miles out from the finish, he passed me on like the low wind angle because he had a 6 meter,
Okay.
so he was really powered up.
And you were on a 5 meter?
5.5.
5.5. And how much do you weigh?
Like 120.
120. Okay.
115.
So do you think that's a big advantage when you're lighter?
Yeah, I think you can just have more of just more power. You can harness the power. I think best combination's probably small foil, big wing. So just that's what I've found works best for me. Yeah, it was a super fun race.
Cool. So at the end, did you find better wind, like kind of more inside towards the reef, or more outside in the channel, or where were we?
Yeah, so towards the end, I went pretty far outside until I was like almost in line with Kanakakai Harbor, like at the finish, and then I just went straight in because that's the maximum wing power and capacity. And so, yeah, no, that's kind of what I found worked best for me.
Cool. All right. And then, so at the end, were you, I know the wind completely died for a lot of us, but you guys were able to foil all the way to the finish?
Yeah, we totally made it all the way through. I almost fell one time on a jibe, but managed to get back up.
Yeah. And then Finn Spencer finished first, but you were pretty close behind, right?
Yeah, I think I was a minute and 48 seconds behind him.
48 seconds is really close, yeah?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
You wanted to win.
Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. But then did you feel like you kind of redeemed yourself today?
Yeah, I think it was good to go fast for that part. But yeah, the second day was good for me, because I just it was good to be able to go fast and yeah, it was
It
good.
would have been better if Finn was there and you would have beat him, right?
Yeah, that would have been.
So tell us how important is the foil in the race, or the equipment? Sometimes people think the board is not important, but if you can't get up on foil, then you can't be fast, right? So
Yeah,
but
I mean,
what would you say, in terms of importance? What's the most important? What's the least important?
I would say your foil is the most important because it's your vessel. It's going to take you where you want to go. You can have a really good board, but at the end of the day, your board's out of the water. So you just want to be comfortable on what board you're on, no matter what that may be. Like if you want a bigger board or if you want a smaller board, it's just what you're most comfortable on. I like a little bit of a smaller board. I feel like it's a little bit easier to control the foil.
How much volume does your board have, do you know?
25 liters, I think.
Wow, so it's pretty small. It's like a...
But it's a really good board, and it has a lot of things that make it not as small. And so, yeah, it's a really good board. And foil, I think the foil, yeah, foil is definitely the most important part.
So let's talk about this foil. So is this like this is a duotone? Is it?
Yeah, this is
commercially
the
available,
duotone. Yeah, this one's in production. They have this one, and then they have a different one that was actually made for like the Olympics. The first generation of those models, the Daytona. And so, yeah, it's a nice foil, a little bit longer fuselage, really long mast, 105 centimeters. Back wing, really good. Yeah, it's like maybe like a 525 or something. And so, yeah, it's a really good foil.
To me, it feels like the most important thing is that you can control it at a really high speed, right? Like, so it feels comfortable going really fast, right? Like,
yeah.
That's really what it's all about, right?
Yeah, that's probably the most important part. Like, if you're just cruising, you don't really need anything like this, because like this is for going max speed. Like,
what's your max speed actually? Did you check it out?
Yeah, so my GPS said for the crossing, the first day of the Pailolo, my max speed was like 33.
33, holy
33 miles per hour. My average speed was like 23.
Wow.
And so, yeah. No, I was going pretty fast. My average speed for the second day, the Kamalo run, was 26 miles per hour.
Wow.
And my average speed was like 31. So.
Do you feel like you did anything different? Is this because there's better wind filled in all the way to the end? Yeah.
I think it was just like, it was a shorter race, so I could just go more all out. Wasn't as much endurance.
Mm-hmm.
I train on like Maliko runs, and like, so that's what I'm doing. I'll do those, and I'll do those in like 25 minutes, 23 minutes, my fastest. I train for like the Kamalo run basically, in like that kind of arena where it's a shorter run. You're just going as fast as you can.
Cool. You want to show us your other gear real quick? Like
Yeah.
board and wing?
So this board is the board I used for the crossing. It's a good board. It's a 4.2, 25 liters. This is like their smallest board, so it's like for like juniors and stuff.
Tiny, gosh.
It has a lot of foot strap inserts, which is nice for like going really fast. So yeah, some nice rails.
Have they offered to make custom boards for you?
I've had a few custom boards from them, but now they're starting to make smaller boards, so I don't really need custom.
And then, so you're naturally a goofy footer?
Yeah.
And which is good for this, for the Molokai
Yeah.
race, yeah? Think you could go all the way to Oahu in one without any jibing?
I think so, yeah.
Cool. And then what about the wing? What do you use as a wing?
I typically use this 5.5 meter. I also have a 4.5 D lab and a 4 meter. So that's what I brought.
Show us all your awards that you got in a way.
So this was for fastest junior across the Pailolo.
He was the youngest. Fastest and the youngest racer, right?
Yeah. And then this one was for first person in the wing foil.
Yeah.
And then this one was first. I don't remember what that one was for.
The youngest maybe? Oh no, first overall, because you won overall for the days together, right?
That was this one.
Oh, that's it.
And this one's for the Pailolo second to cross the finish.
Nice.
This one was for first person to cross the finish line. First person overall for the second day Kamala run, and this one was for fastest times.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for sharing. And then what are we doing today?
Today we are doing the Molokai to Oahu. And so conditions look pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little bit of a lighter wind, which is good.
Yeah, it's kind of be more for fun because
Yeah.
we're just all waiting for each other, so we're staying with the boat and staying
Yeah.
with the group. So it's not about all-out speed, but still go fast and then wait and catch
Yeah.
up or whatever. Yeah, so
It's a good practice run.
yeah, it'll be good to experience it. Cool. Well,
Yep.
let's get ready then.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thank you, Bobo.